Hi viewers, welcome back to Appreciating Bharatanatyam. You are watching season 1 episode 5. There are a lot of ideas we have discussed already. We have understood what is nritya, we have understood what is abhinaya, and then I have talked to you about rasa, bhava. Oh my god, so much of content that we have covered already. So what are we going to do in this episode? In this episode, I am going to introduce you to the order in which items are performed in a Bharatanatyam recital. So I did give some hints earlier. I spoke to you about Pushpanjali, and then I spoke to you about entry, all that in that context. In today's episode, I am going to talk to you about Pushpanjali in detail. So let us see how it goes. But before that, I would like to ask you a very interesting question. What is fusion? You must have come across fusion in so many contexts. Fusion happens in dance, it happens in music. So this is a question which people keep asking time and again. I am performing Bharatanatyam. Can I include a little bit of Kuchipudi? Can I include a little bit of Mohiniyattam? Can I include a little bit of Kathak? These are doubts that people have. I would like to explain it in a very, very simple manner. Now, you are preparing a South Indian meal. You know what are the dishes that go into a South Indian meal. But then you are very excited to add a small spice from some other cuisine. So now the question is it okay? In small quantities? Yes. If you are going to add too much of that spice, what happens? That spice starts to dominate. You see, what happens is a Pushpanjali has a little bit of jatis, as in footwork patterns, nritya. And then after that, there is a content. Now, this content is from Tiruppugal. Now, this song very beautifully talks about Lord Shiva. Now, he rides the bull. He wears the skin of the elephant, who was an asura. And he also wears the tiger skin. He holds the damaru in one hand, the deer in the other hand, and then he is having sacred ash all over. And this is Lord Shiva. He wears pearls or manimale, the poet says, on his hair, and the beautiful jadamudi. So the poet describes Lord Shiva in a wonderful manner. What comes before that is the jati, or the nritya portion. In this Pushpanjali, there are 3 segments, you could say. There are 3 segments that come one after the other. The first one goes tattarikitade tarikitadeem tattom tattattachanutaka. What is the Gathi? Tattarikitade tarikitadeem tattom tattattachanutaka. This is entirely in beats of 4. I will just show it you with the beat. Tattarikitade tarikitadeem tattom tattattachanutaka. That entire phase comes in beats of 4. And then there is a break. You can actually see when I am performing the whole item. Tattattarikidumpa, 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 tattattarikidumpa. So at this point the Gathi changes. What did I do on 3 sides? Remember, I spoke to you about Tirmana adavu. Tirmana adavu is like the logical conclusion. So what have I done? I do it thrice here. I just move. Again I do it thrice here. When I come here, I change the hand, the hasta. Why? No reason. Just for variety. So it's a convention. Imagine if I did the same here, here, and then you think, oh my god, it's so boring. So what do I do instead? I use this hand here, the same hand here. Now the question is, why the same hand here? For symmetry. Now I am coming to the center. This is over, this is over. So here what do I do? The hand changes, the footwork remains the same. Once that is done, the Gathi changes, we go to Tisra Gathi. So I finish here and then the Gathi changes, just walk a little behind and then start Tisra Gathi. Dim dim ta kita ta, takita 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 takita. Dim dim ta kita ta, dim dim ta kita ta. That is the entire phase 2. What happens there? There also we finish with the Tirmana adavu. What is the Tirmana adavu? Here it goes. Ta dingi na tum ta dingi na tum ta dingi na tum ta. Ta dingi na tum. Ta tum ta tum ta tum ta. What happened? Tell me. How was this different from the previous one? There it was the same Tirmana adavu, the same counts I did thrice. Here what do I do? Ta dingi na tum ta dingi na tum ta dingi na tum ta. I move. Ta dingi na tum. Ta dingi na tum. Takita takita. That was 6 counts. Ta dingi na tum, ta dingi na tum, ta dingi na tum ta. What is that? Ta dingi na tum is 5. Ta dingi na tum. I leave one gap. Just see the way I sing. Ta dingi na tum, ta dingi na tum, ta dingi na tum ta. Then what do I do? Ta tum, ta tum, ta tum. What is it? Takita ta tum, ta tum. Takita tatum. So it was 6, 5 and 3. What is this called? This is called Korappu. Koranjinde varudhu. So the counts, it is going in beats of 3. I told you Tisra Gathi. Tisra Gathi 3 into 4 is 6. That is our box. Let's say. Takita takita. Ta dingi na tum. 6. Ta dingi na tum. 1 ta dingi na tum. That 1 is called Kaarvai, space. Takita tatum. Tatum. The takita in the third repetition again becomes the Kaarvai. And this is the magic and beauty of maths in music and dance, where you can play with numbers, you can play with spaces, and you can create amazing combinations. If I want, I have not done it in this piece because I have choreographed it. In fact, this piece is also set by me. So when I did the jatis, I did it like this. You can also do tatum, tatum, tatum first, and then do tadingi natum, and then do tadingi natum. So instead of the numbers descending, the numbers ascend. Everything is accepted. Everything is fine as far as numbers and jatis are concerned. It's an open play field. Have the time of your life is what I would say about dance and numbers. So there's no need to, feel restricted. You can just use your imagination and do any kind of number combination that appeals to you. That was in beats of 3. The concluding phase is in beats of 5, which we call as Khandagati. How does that go? Dim 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 kita tatum. Taka takita dim dim kita tatum. Here also, if you see the end as I am concluding this Khandagati phrase, there are Tirmana adavus which are done on 3 sides. By the time you see, you will see that the Tirmana adavu is like a pattern which comes as a sign of wind up of every independent segment. After that, we go back to Chaturashram where we began. Ishaindayerum. There it is again, beats of 4, takadimi, takadimi, takadimi. So this is like a Gathi Malika where you have different number patterns, different ragas are used. So it is also a raga malika, an amazing Pushpanjali, which I will just perform for you fully. I wanted you to appreciate every part of it, and that is why I did this dissection exercise. I raised the question, what about fusion? And didn't I tell you that small bits of fusion are always in order? So what have I done here? I am trained in Kuchipudi also. I am taking a little bit of liberty. So there is one step like this, which is Kuchipudi. I have just used it in the opening segment of the Pushpanjali. There is another Kuchipudi step like this, which also I have used. Enough. Beyond that, it will be an overdose of the wrong spice, which we should not do. Now, even while we fuse, a few things which we must remember. In Kuchipudi, see this Tirmana adavu. Oh my God, I have been talking to you so much about Tirmana adavu. I told you, no? This. What I did in this side, I will demonstrate it straight. It's easy for you to understand. Another is, these are the classic Tirmana adavus of Bharatanatyam. What is Kuchipudi's Tirmana adavu? It moves like this. If I use this in a Bharatanatyam presentation, that is not right, because this is like the signature of Kuchipudi, just as how this is like the signature of Bharatanatyam. So, what I am saying is, when we fuse, it is nice to fuse a step which brings out the aesthetic beauty of the other form, but better not to use a very signature kind of a step. So the viewer will be thinking, oh my God, what style am I watching? But fusion in itself is not wrong. It is a very beautiful tool. It is a very beautiful tool that must be dealt with tactfully. Okay, I have given you a lot of hype about the item. So let's go watch the complete piece.
ಚಣುತಕ ತತ್ತರಿಕಿಟ ತೆತ್ತರಿಕಿಟದೀಂ ತತ್ತೋ ತತ್ತತ್ತ 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 ಚಣುತಕ ತತ್ತರಿಕಿಟದೀಂ ತತ್ತೋ ತತ್ತತ್ತ ಚಣುತಕ ತತ್ತರಿಕಿಟದೀಂ ತತ್ತೋ ತತ್ತತ್ತ ಚಣುತಕ ತರಿಕಿಟದೀಂ ದಿಮಿಕಿಟದೀಂ ಜೊಣುಕಿಟದೀಂ ದೀಂ 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 ತರಿಕಿಟದೀಂ ದಿಮಿಕಿಟದೀಂ ಜೊಣುಕಿಟದೀಂ ದೀಂ 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 ತರಿಕಿಟದೀಂ ದೀಂ ದಿಮಿಕಿಟದೀಂ ಜೊಣುಕಿಟದೀಂ ದೀಂ 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 ತರಿಕಿಟದೀಂ ದೀಂ ದಿಮಿಕಿಟದೀಂ ಜೊಣುಕಿಟದೀಂ ತದೀಂ ತದೀಂ ತದತ್ತಳಾಂಗುತೋಂ ತಳಾಂಗುತೋಂ ತಕತಳಾಂಗುತೋಂ ತಳಾಂಗುತೋಂ ತತ್ತಳಾಂಗುತೋಂ ತಳಾಂಗುತೋಂ ತಕತಳಾಂಗುತೋಂ ತಳಾಂಗುತೋಂ ಡಿಂಗುಡಿಂಗುತೋಂ ತಳಾಂಗುತೋಂ ಡಿಂಗುಡಿಂಗುತೋಂ ತಳಾಂಗುತೋಂ ತತ್ತತ್ತರಿಗಿಡೋಂ 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 ದೀಂ ದೀಂ ತ ಕಿಟತ ದೀಂ ದೀಂ ತ ಕಿಟತ ತಚ್ಚಣು ದೀಂ ಕಿಟತ ಸಕಜಣು ದೀಂ ಕಿಟತ ದೀಂ ದೀಂ ತ ಕಿಟತ ದೀಂ ದೀಂ ತ ಕಿಟತ ತಚ್ಚಣು ದೀಂ ಕಿಟತ ಸಕಜಣು ದೀಂ ಕಿಟತ ತಾರಿತ ಕಿಟತ ತಾಂ 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 ದಿಮಿತ ಕಿಟತ ತೈ 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 ತಾರಿತ ಕಿಟತ ತಾಂ 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 ದಿಮಿತ ಕಿಟತ ತೈ 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 ತದಿಂಗೆಣತೊಂ 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 ತತೊಂ 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 ತಾ ದೀಂ 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 ಕಿಟ ತತೊಂ ದೀಂ 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 ಕಿಟ jam takita kirto இசைந்த ஏறும் கரிபுரி போவையும் எழுநீரும் இசைந்த ஏறும் கரிபுரி போவையும் எழுநீரும் இளங்க நூலும் பொலியதளாடையும் மழுமானும் இளங்க நூலும் பொலியதளாடையும் மழுமானும் ஆசேந்த தோடும் சிரமணி மாலையும் முடிமீதே ஆசேந்த தோடும் சிரமணி மாலையும் முடிமீதே அணிந்த ஈசன் அணிந்த ஈசன் சிவ சிவா சிவ சிவா சிவ சிவா சிவ சிவா இசைந்த ஏறும் கரிபுரி போலையும் எழுநீரும் இளங்க நூலும் பொலியதளாடையும் மழுமானும் ஆசைந்த தோடும் சிரமணி மாலையும் முடிமீதே அணிந்த ஈசன் அணிந்த ஈசன் அணிந்த ஈசன்
How was that piece? So energetic, right? Such a wonderful start to a performance. In this episode and in the next episode, I am going to be focusing on these opening items. This is an item which I love. I have a surprise for you. Didn't you hear the song? That was also in my voice. You see, this is part of Tamil Ilakkiyamum Bharatamum, and these are items which I have choreographed, set to tune, and also sung. And it's a real high dancing to my own voice. A very special privilege of being both a musician and a dancer. Okay, enough about me. As I wind up this episode, I have another very interesting idea to share with you. Students of dance might have heard the shloka, Yato hasta tato drishti. Yato drishti tato manaha. Yato mana tato bhava. Yato bhava tato rasa. Students of dance must have heard this, and for all others, this is a very interesting shloka to get to know. What does it mean? Where goes the yato hasta? Where goes the hand? There goes the eye. Shall we understand it? Yato hasta tato drishti. Yato drishti tato mana. What is it? Mind going? Can the mind walk? No. Your thoughts must be there. You can't keep dreaming of what to eat for dinner and then just look. No, that's not done. You just look, you focus, and all your thoughts are there. Where goes the hand? Your thoughts also must go. So you must focus, put all your thoughts on that. That is what it means. When it is done like that, so much of emotion is created, and that is where rasa is created. Didn't we discuss bhava creating rasa, bhava abhinaya rasa? This is somewhat an extension of that concept. Having said that, when we do it, we must also apply our mind. If you see, this is how it looks nice. Why would I do that? Right? It's fine, but it's fine. So, I would suggest that we don't blindly apply the shloka, but apply it by using our own thought process. In Abhinaya, if you see, when you say, "Come, my dear friend," you are looking in the face of the artist. I mean, your friend. If it is a solo, the imaginary friend. And if you're saying, "I don't want," where are you looking? Away from your hand. What I'm saying is, this is such a wonderful theme which helps us understand how much we have to focus on the hastas. What it tries to say is, you should not blindly keep performing like this and think of something else or look somewhere. You must focus on your hand. You must know where your hand is. You must also have a pulse for looking straight, for looking at the face of the imaginary characters or looking away. In short, your entire mind, your entire concentration must be in what you're dancing, and that is what makes a performance a superlative performance. You were watching Appreciating Bharatanatyam Season 1, Episode 5. Many more interesting ideas in the following episodes.